Hi, this is the first time I've ever attempted one of these little tutorial videos that are so common all the way through YouTube, and in this one it's going to be how you save a still frame in Final Cut Pro. I thought I'd start off with something nice and simple as it's my first one. So let's begin with opening up Final Cut Pro, and here in the timeline and in the event box I've got all the stuff that from a short film I made for a local bird wildlife park about a pair of sacred ibis birds that they've got here. And here we see the two birds interacting with Gary, and Gary is the Bird Wildlife Park assistant curator, and he's the one who's been training them. So they're very comfortable with him, as you can see. So I quite like that little bit there, and it will be a frame that will be used in the Trust's website for a bit of publicity for the film. So first of all, we click on the point where we want the frame to hold, and if you look on the timeline, the logo is there in that bottom right-hand corner, and then we've got a little sort of copyright symbol thing there in the bottom left-hand corner, and the whole thing makes up that picture. So we want that, so we go over here to the right-hand corner to where the share options are. We click on there, and we have share project. We get a whole load of different options, which I'm sure everyone is familiar with, and one of them is save current frame. Now, if save current frame doesn't appear in your share project, simply click on add destination, and you've got all the options there, and then you click on save current frame, which will add it to your particular preferences. So first of all, let's close this and we'll go back to saving our current frame, and we click on save current frame. There it is, and then we get our thing, and it's already got a title. I gave it a title before we started this, Sacred Ibis Promo Pick 1, and we click next, which opens up a folder in Finder. Now I have a particular hard drive which I store all the films that I have made, and I've made a folder for saved frames, and this folder here contains some saved frames for a previous project. So we're going to make a folder, and I'm just going to call it Ibis that we save, and we're going to save it into that folder. We click save, and it will now happen. And if we look, there it is, there's the little box to open up to tell us that it's happened. So we can show it, and there in the Finder window. So let's just close that, because you can also save a current frame from your event window here. So there may be a picture that you want from something in the event window that you particularly like. So let's just have a look round, and there's Gary again. And he's got some food in his hand, and he's feeding the two birds by hand. They're hungry little blighters. So we'll have that one. And we click on there, and it's now highlighted. Now, be careful when you move your cursor across that you don't accidentally go across the timeline, because that will make the timeline live, and therefore it would be that frame that you would save, not the frame that you want to save here. So we'll just click on that frame again and move the cursor across the top down to the option button, save current frame, and this time we'll give it a new title. We'll call it Sacred Ibis Pick 2, and we go to next, and it comes up into that folder that we've already saved our first one, and click save. Just take a couple of seconds. You can see the progress of it down here. There it is, and we want to have a look at it. And if you want to see the quality of the picture, then have a look at this. Now look at that. I reckon that's pretty good, don't you? So we'll close that and look at Sacred Ibis Pick 2, and there's the Sacred Ibis Pick 2. We've got a little bit of movement there through across the frame, so you might actually think to yourself, well, I don't particularly like that, so you'd save another frame other than that. But basically, that's how you do it. Hope you found this useful, and thanks for watching.